Hi, welcome to the Art Garden. This is a video for kids and parents, and we're going to work a little backwards. I'm going to talk more about what we're doing later, which is mask making, and I'm going to show you how to begin right now. So we're going to be doing masks, and we're going to be making them out of a type of paper mache. This is a mask that I'm doing with my daughter for her school. She's a 5th grader. And they're studying Native American history, and she had to write a fable about, and in her fable, a rabbit kind of crosses paths with a human, and so this is the very beginning. And so part of the reason why I'm working backwards is I want to work along with her. So to get to this stage, here are your supplies. Oh, and one thing is you might want to think about what type of mask you want to make. My daughter is connecting hers, like I said, to a Native American fable. And, you know, you might want to think about connecting this to anything that you may be studying. You can connect it to Halloween. That's always fun. These masks are not particularly practical to wear, but they're good to hold up. They're good to hold up on your face. More decorative. All right, so what you're going to need for this project, and I'm going to have it listed, is you're going to need newspaper, cut in strips, and then probably in half, like about that size. You're going to need glue and water for the paper mache, and you can make paper mache a lot of ways. I like making it like this. It makes it really hard. So all you need to do is pour some glue into like a little tin like this, add a little water, and just kind of, okay, I'm using my fingers. I use that a lot. Stir it until you get a consistency. I like a little, can you see it? A little milky consistency. There's really no right or wrong, but you want to get it, you know, mixed in pretty good. And so you need to have the glue, you have the newspaper, and you're going to need Vaseline. Just have that aside. And what you're going to do, I'm taking off my glasses, is you're going to take some tinfoil. You need tinfoil. And I like to take 2 or 3 sheets. I'll do 2, but. And with help, or you can do it yourself, you're going to put it on your face. And make a mold of your face. You know, it just depends what you're going to be making, how, you know, if yours is going to be a human, you may want to press in a little harder, get more details, but you know, my daughter's was kind of a human animal. So what you have then is something that looks like this. I think 3 sheets is better than 2. And what you're going to do then, see if I put this down here if you can see, is take your little strips, dip them in the glue. And, okay, this is a little, I like to take 2 fingers, get the remaining glue off. This is great for eliminating mess. And again, with this, not even again, with this, you know, you want to have your surface covered in newspaper. You want to have paint strips on. This doesn't come off, glue and water. And then you put it down on your tinfoil. And what you're going to do is just cover the entire thing. I did forget one step. I'll write it down because there are a couple steps. I put a little Vaseline on the tinfoil before I begin. Not on my face, on the tinfoil, because in case I want to take the tinfoil off. Actually, in this mask case, I may not even take the tinfoil off. I may just leave it on. But in case I want to make it look a little more professional, then I can take the tinfoil off easier if I cover this part with Vaseline. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to, again, dip it in there. And you want to take your time with this. I watched my daughter yesterday, and she just got like nuts with it. And there was glue and a mess everywhere. So I kind of like to just take my time. Don't press down too hard. Try and get the detail, you know, in the face. That's what makes these unique, is they will fit your face. Interestingly enough, I remembered when doing this project with my daughter Alice that I learned this technique from Faith Ringgold, which is really funny because that was the lesson from last week, and it had, picking it for this week had nothing to do with that. but I took a class called Tableau where you had to make a mask and write a story and perform. You had to do a performance. It was really cool, and make a costume. And she was the teacher of that class, and I learned this technique. So that's basically what you do. What you want to do then is cover this maybe 2-3 times, just depending how thick it is. If you want a thick, heavy mask, you can keep going. And then the way I put on my rabbit ears and the way you can add things is that you take cardboard. These ears are cardboard from a pancake mix box. I cut out the ear. I taped it. You had to let the mask dry. I taped it on, and then I paper mache'd over it. So you can do all kinds of things. You can add, even you can crumble up paper. Say you wanted to make cheeks. You could crumble up a little piece of paper, glue it down there, and then paper mache over it. So you can get all kinds of different forms on this mask. I'm going to keep this kind of simple, and maybe like another time I'll do a more elaborate mask, but that's basically all you need to do for the first part. Just so you know what's coming, the second step, I'm going to be talking more about different types of masks, and we're going to be painting these in white and then figuring out how to decorate them. So you can get this part made. It doesn't have to be a rabbit, by the way. Matter of fact, I encourage you not to do a rabbit. It's really unnecessary. I just did that with my daughter. And think about how you want to decorate it, because that part is going to be all on you and your families. My daughter wants to put like sand on hers and make it look very Native American, probably with some feathers, but you may want to do something for Halloween. You may want to do bright pink, so anyways, I'm going to have some pictures and some directions posted later today or tomorrow on the blog. And just for anyone that's listening, today is the last day of the Art Journal giveaway. I think there's only 2 posts up, so you have really good odds of winning something if you post a picture of you or your child's artwork. So thank you, and I'll be back again next week with how to paint it and how to decorate it. Have a nice week.